Okay, yesterday we discussed about rules of debit and credit. So today we are going to learn the application of debit and credit. Okay, once again a quick recap of what we did yesterday. Assets, any increase in asset debited, decrease in asset credited. Liabilities, any increase in liability credited, decrease in liability debited. Expenses, increase in expense debited, decrease in expense credited. Revenue, increase in revenue credited, decrease in revenue debited. And capital, any increase in capital credited and decrease in capital debited. That means a complete account we have divided into these 5 categories. With every transaction you have to identify that what is the nature of account we have, a nature of an asset or a liability or revenue or expenses, whatsoever it is. So let us take up only 5 transactions today. Later on I will tell you how to do the journal entry, but right now we have to identify that which asset to be increased or liability to be increased or decreased. The very first transaction, if it says that started business with cash, say for example 40, 50, 1 lakh, whatsoever it is. So if started business with cash, in this particular transaction we have 2 things. First is cash and another one is capital. Okay, so cash belongs to our asset. What the rule for asset is, any increase in asset. So whenever you are going to bring certain amount into a business, it will increase the cash, as well as it is going to simultaneously it is going to increase your capital also. So that we have already done when we did our accounting equation. So increase in cash, there is an increase in cash and increase in capital. So increase in cash, that means increase in asset, the rule for asset will be debited. So we have to debit cash, and what we have to increase in capital will be credited. And what I said, that every debit will have an equal amount of credit. There will be no such possibility that 2 things are going to debit only. There has to be one credit or there has to be one debit, similar amount of debit. Okay, so that's what the double entry system means. So here I hope that first transaction is clear. When we have started business with cash, say rupees 50,000, so it is going to increase your cash by 50,000. At the same time it is going to increase your capital by 50,000, and rule for asset says that increase in asset will be debited and increase in capital will be credited. Okay, moving on further, the next transaction says that, say goods purchased for rupees 4,000, 8,000, whatsoever amount we are not taking up, we are only trying to understand what to be debited and what to be credited. So goods purchased, here the word goods here means these goods are meant for resale. So any goods that are meant for resale will be transferred to the purchases account. The account, earlier we used to write it as a stock, because accounting equation we were doing on a particular date. But when we talk about all these things, we are going to do in a chronological order. That means on the happening of the event. Say for example on 1st April if anything happens, so we have to record on 1st April itself. We don't have to wait for the month end, or we don't have to wait for the year end. So that's why whenever you are going to purchase any goods for resale, you are going to transfer it to the purchases account. And whenever you are going to sell these purchased goods, of course these are meant for resale, whenever you are going to sell these goods, you are going to transfer it to the sales account. So the next transaction says that goods purchased. So whenever you are going to purchase these goods, your asset is going to increase. So your asset, we are going to debit purchases, and second thing is that your cash will reduce. 2 things are there. Goods purchased, that means of course cash goes out. So whenever the cash goes out, it will reduce your asset. So any decrease in asset will be credited. That's why we have recorded credit here. And purchases, why we have debited a purchase here? Because you can consider it as a stock. So it is going to increase your stock. That's why we have debited it. So here we have 2 things. Both the things are said to be an asset. So one is increasing and another one is decreasing. So the thing which is increasing need to be debited, and thing which is decreasing need to be credited. Next is furniture purchase. Here again we have 2 things. One is furniture and another one is cash. Both belongs to which category? Assets. Okay. Nature of account is asset. So what the rule for asset says, that whatever is increasing need to be debited. So what is increasing? When we are purchasing a furniture, in your business furniture increases. Asset, we are going to record furniture as an asset, and that will increase. And when we pay out any cash, of course when you have purchased this furniture, you need to pay certain amount. So that another asset, cash, is being decreased. So any decrease in asset will be credited. Next, Commission received. Commission received, that means it is an income. It will be the part of your revenue. So when it is said to be a part of your revenue, what is being increasing? Commission received, obviously you are going to get either in cash or through check or directly in your bank account. So one is an asset, another one is revenue. Here two things we have. Nature of account is two. So one is asset, another one is revenue. Rule for asset says that whatever increases we need to debit it. So here what we are increasing? Cash. When commission received, so your cash increases. And what is the rule for revenue? Any increase in revenue, more and more commission will increase your income. So that increases your revenue. So rule for revenue says that any increase in revenue will be credited. Okay. Next, rent paid. Rent paid, again when we are paying rent, that is a part of your expense. Rent paid, how you pay? Either by cash or through check. So when we paid, here the question is silent. So by default we are going to consider as a cash payment. So rent paid, first rule says that expense for rule says that any increase in expense. When you pay a rent, your expenses increases. Okay. So that will be debited. And when you pay rent, it will reduce your cash, that has to be credited. So this is how we are going to do. Daily we are going to take up only 5 transactions, but try to understand the rules of debit and credit very clearly. That will help you out to journalize these things later on. So first thing we did is started business with cash. Try to identify that what two things are there. In this we have cash and capital. Follow this rule. Second, goods purchased. Here we have purchases and cash. Again it belongs to asset. Furniture purchased. Here two things, furniture and cash, both belongs to the asset. Commission received, cash and commission. One is revenue, another one is asset. Rent paid, one is an expense and another one is an asset. So accordingly you are going to do the rest of the 5 cases that I am going to give you as an assignment.